It's a dark video. It's pixelated. It's, if you're looking at the original video and you don't know what you're looking at, you can't tell what's going on.
Right.
But what's really freaky is that you hear my voice on the video make 4 comments. And so that certainly, if I didn't make the comments on the video, I might have just deleted it as something, mistaken. But because I heard my voice on it, I kept watching it back. And after watching it back a few times, I realized what I was watching.
What's freaky is their faces, like a bunch of faces. In that video, little faces.
Steven seems to think that there are either interdimensional portals opening and closing, because you can see dozens and dozens of freaky alien-looking faces, disembodied, just heads and faces, throughout the video. And it can't be faked. This is ingrained in the digital data.
Just to the grays, well, to the left of frame, so to the right of the tall gray, there's like an amphibian creature. I mean, I think we all just calling it the frog being, and it's interesting. I reached out to Preston Dennett. He's the extraterrestrial expert, to see if he could figure out, like, are there any other cases with this? These frog beings. I certainly have never heard about them, never read about them. There are some obscure cases from years ago that maybe describe them. There are some frames where the object is completely. It looks like an organic structure. There's a few frames, in fact, many frames that have these circles on them, and it almost looks like the prehensile suckers on an octopus arm. It looks organic, and no 2 frames are alike. One frame will go through, and it's a big blob. The next frame goes through, and it's kind of a pointed triangle. Right. So it's got variable morphology that is really bizarre. But I think it looks organic, and it almost looks like it's something that may be pushing through like a pliable ceiling. If you could imagine, like a latex kind of ceiling, and you put your finger in it, kind of thing. That's kind of the impression that I got. There is a cell phone tower near the residence where John was living. It's about a third of a mile from the residence to the south, across the other side of A1A. So my first step was to identify, like, is this really the tower that's nearby? So we have the location. It's right exactly where it is.
And you even have I think some Google Maps. Where you've pinned those locations, and so there's not
use Google Earth.
Or Google Earth, There's not a 3-story condo with a window based on the metadata from the phone that he could be shooting out of, which people, and I get it, if they're just looking at that real quick, they're thinking that's, like you said, someone made the comment, you got to try harder than that if you're going to make it.
Very early on, I sent the video to a well-known video professional who is known in the UFO world.
Yep.
And he responded to me the next day saying that he goes, you didn't do a good job with the video, because I could see the ceiling light in the ceiling fan. And I remember he said, I can even tell you the wattage of the light bulb used in that light.
Okay.
And he said, you got to do better next time, or something along those lines, and totally played it off. There were probably, I think, in total 4 video analysts who got the video who thought it was a fake.